So do you know how you want to run it? If you had a place,
Well,
if you had a building.
I was thinking, I mean, okay, first I'll say that I would maybe want to do it under the cover of a spa.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of home salons and stuff like that. The guy that I'm supposed to be working for here just got a shipment of 12 El Salvadorian girls.
Oh, really?
They're between the ages of 12 years old and 15. And if I can, which I think I because I do have some sort of relationship with them from the brief time I've come in contact, would like to take them away from him and use them for me, for myself.
This is very lucrative. And potentially we could use a lot of the money that we're getting from the underage girls from El Salvador and use some of the money for a campaign one day. But again, this is something...
That's kind of how I want to help him, because he's been kind to me as far as shelter.
Yeah.
And if he really does have potential to run for Congress one day, then I think...
I believe he does, just right off the top.
Yeah.
I talk to congressmen, senators, assembly people every day. Yeah.
That's cool.
And the first
Maybe
time
some people you talk to, I know. I
McLeod.
Really?
Gloria Negretti McLeod. Torres is a woman. Let's see, Wilmer Amina Carter is Assemblywoman in the 62nd District. Congressman
from
Baca.
UC Riverside.
Joe Baca is right up here in San Bernardino. Barbara Boxer.
That's cool.
Yeah, because we lobby these people for legislation. You know, right now we're trying to get them on board for health care, for,
I really want to take a lot of the money that we're getting from the underage girls and put it towards my future political campaign.
Yeah.
I really want, that's the next step, I think. See, you're a liability, you say, but I think that you can really be profitable.
Oh, she can be a giant asset, yes.
50-75% of the money I'm using for my political advertising comes from underage prostitutes from El Salvador.
Well, okay, now, do you have like a retirement plan, a 401k for them? Do you have all of this stuff that you can, do you have the infrastructure? I'm just theorizing now,
For the girls?
Yeah.
No.
Because if you're just taking money from underage prostitutes, oh my God, that doesn't sound good.
Right. That's exactly
right off the bat,
that's the problem.
I'll get you guys.
I mean, your pimp. What does he do? He beats the hell out of you, and then he comes in and puts his arms around you.
He buys me a bottle of perfume once a year and tells me he loves me.
Yeah.
I know that's not true. Or that's
Right.
what the other person.
Exactly, but the thing is that you start looking at him as your savior.
I mean, they pay thousands of dollars more if they're a little violent with these 14-year-old girls.
Really?
Well, and the girls, I've talked to some of them, and they're okay with guys hitting them as long as they get more money for it.
Yeah.
And if they're fine with that, there's nothing I can do. If they get more money for a guy hitting them, and if they're with me, I can tell them it's wrong and they can't do that, and they need to get more creative. But if a guy does hit them when they're, in their rooms alone and performing all their sex acts, and they're getting money for it, how am I supposed to complain? Because I am getting a percentage of that.
Right. Again, it's how you want it to be run.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can mold this into anything you want.
Okay.
You can mold it into the level of decency or indecency. A husband, that just beat the hell out of me, a few times, and then, I killed him. But I don't think that that's a nice thing. I don't
You
think
killed him emotionally.
No, I shot him. And I just picked up the gun and said, fuck you. And I shot him. And he died right there. But before that, I had laid some groundwork. I went to a domestic violence shelter and I pleaded my case with them. And so everybody in town was knowing that this was happening.
Was he abusing you when you shot him, or
No, not right that instant. Yeah. How educated do you want them? I mean,
not that educated, but educated enough to where they can think for themselves, be street smart, be alert.
And the thing is that you have a good enough take on it, from what I can see, that that they're not wanting to get, they won't be wanting to get out of the business, and they don't have to know the money that's coming in, you know. Well, you know already that if you know you're breaking a law, the law,
Right.
if you have these girls in your care and they're minors.
We know
Yeah.
that. We know that.
Yeah.
They're
so-
also breaking the law because it's statutory rape, because they're under
Right.
16,
Yeah.
and there are guys 40 years old coming in. That's,
Oh, that's like breaking everything, you know, so.
that's the
yeah.
problem. That's
Well,
the problem.
you-
You know, again, I want to run for Congress one day, but my concern, aside from the brothel itself and you know,
Yeah.
disguising it, is the money issue. If I'm going to be taking a 30 or 40% cut of the money we get from the young girls, I do not want to these people that I know to find out about this.
It's cash, number one. It never passes through the girls' hands.
Yeah.
They're from, where?
El Salvador.
El Salvador.
If you want, me, what I would do, and this is what I did,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would disguise it. I
Okay.
definitely would not.
What did you think about my idea of disguising it as a spa?
That's exactly what I would do. I would disguise it as, and they're all over the place, you know, Thai massage, you know, Swedish massage. I mean, there are just a bunch of them. But you have to make it look good,
Okay.
you know. I
What
mean,
else?
Sure.
What else can we
That's
do?
what I would do. And so you could invest in a line of vitamins or
Okay.
herbal, you know, I don't know.
Buy some
ginseng or
vitamins and then
whatever.
front the vitamins in the windowsill
Yeah.
so people walk by,
Yeah.
they don't get suspicious.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But I'm not going to just do, you know, 2%, 3%, 5%. This is going to be the majority of my income that's going to fund my campaign. How can I start thinking about this long term so that I don't get caught with the feds or something like
Okay, I think in my business, it was mostly cash,
that? Okay.
all right?
That's
It's
what-
the
that's what
cash
we're dealing
business, so
with,
you
yeah.
only claim enough
Okay.
to you.
But you should take credit cards for like the vitamins and stuff, just so that.
I would, yeah. I would definitely be set up to take credit cards. You know, just get the little cheapy thing that, you know, you're not gonna do all your business on it.
What are we supposed to declare it as anyway? Underage trafficking girls from El Salvador?
You would declare it okay, the guy comes in, he pays for it. You know, Louise or whoever.
Yeah.
You know, and along with that, he buys a bottle of, I don't know, St. John's wort.
Okay.
You just don't say, you know, one, you know, blow job for, you know.
Landlords?
You don't have to tell them.
They'll
You know,
find out when they see a busload of children coming into the house.
Okay, let's see. You could call it a group home.
A group home?
A group?
But I'm not. Am I?
You know what I'm talking about, right? A group home is like, and they're all, oh, believe me, San Bernardino's full of them. The street, G Street is almost every single one. This was gonna be one. But they're group homes, that's what they're called, and they get to, these boys or girls, get to stay there. They might be felons, they might be sex abusers, they might be, and some of them are, a lot of them are minors. Then you would probably want to get like in a kind of a busier area, you know, to where traffic is not
unless
going to
we
be a
do
big problem.
I mean,
What's
You know, there's a guy across the street. He's an old guy, way older than me even. He's he might like this. He just bought that house.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 73, but
Okay.
he's sharp. He's got it going.
Okay.
You know. Do you want to meet him?
Yes.